kick it.
It's Candy. She's just so candy.
Welcome back to the Candy Internet Talk Show. I am your host, Candy, and we are here with my special guest, Shorti Short Kut, who is an all-around performing artist. But I'm gonna let you tell him. I'm gonna let him tell you everything that he's done. Just kind of give a brief recap. I kind of cut you off when you were talking about high school, so I want you to tell the audience, again, your story from high school after being signed to Worldwide. What else have you been into? Because I know we kind of skipped a little bit, kind of went a little forward, advanced with some things, but we didn't really let the audience know who you were. Okay. So that's what I want you to do.
Well, yeah, like Shorti Short Kut basically is an artist that was signed to Worldwide Records, which was a smaller label in the city, and from there I was able to record a maxi single on cassette. Because we talking about CD, but this thing was actually on cassette, so I'm probably dating myself. But yeah, we did the tape, we did the compilation, which I think that's when you and I had crossed paths, because we had the Worldwide compilation with Chaos and all that, and that's around the time when we did the show with Twista and the Speed Down Monsters. So shortly after that, the compilation was supposed to be the appetizer for Short Kut 2, which I've currently re-released on iTunes, on Bandcamp. It was my first solo rap artist venture, and I had produced the whole track. I mean, it was like 17 songs, and what I did is I opened that album up to work with a lot of great artists, Jimmy Mack being one, Miss Nikki.
Local Indianapolis artists. And we want to continue to stress the local Indianapolis artists, because for me, I believe that a lot of people don't believe that Indianapolis is the music making market, but we have a lot of great talent here, a lot of untapped talent, a lot of talent that has been going on for a few years, and maybe may have made it, maybe not have made it, but there are a lot of people here that we've worked with that are still on the grind, still doing their music. So continue to just, talk about those local artists as well. So you say you worked with local artist Jimmy Mack.
Yep. And other local artists, the Committee, which these are all artists that work with Lucky, which if you're from Naptown, you know Lucky. Lucky is like one of the biggest promoters. He's very passionate and connected into the entertainment industry.
Shout out to the promo king, Lucky.
Yep.
Shout out. And
Lucky brought tons of opportunities to Worldwide Records as well as myself, as far as we did a Christmas, Jimmy Mack and I did a Christmas song, and that song was another successful moment, because they would always play it on 96 during Christmas time, because there were no local hip-hop Christmas songs. And those are things that I always tried to focus on, even with the Pacer song. I looked at my lane and how I could maneuver and do things that other people weren't doing. Because, back to your question about who is Shorti Short Kut, Shorti Short Kut's not no street rapper. Shorti Short Kut's not no thugged out rapper. It's not saying I don't keep my finger to the street or know people that are in that lane, but that was never my lane. So as an artist, I felt like I was like the 7-Up of the cola game back then. I'm this lane, and everybody else was there. But as a producer and a music lover, I still wanted to collab and interact with these musicians like Jimmy Mack, Miss Nikki, the Committee, Top Notch, the Government,
T-Bird.
T-Bird, who CD we looked at earlier. T-Bird. I mean, and Worldwide Records it felt like a Death Row or a Suave House or a So Def, because there was so much energy and everybody was trying to make it. And we talked about it earlier. When it comes to the artists that I feel that have made it and laid the foundation, this was before YouTube and the internet, and Like, so if you were going to rap, you were a part of a small group of people that had to find producers and beat makers. And you had to find a studio. I remember my first studio was Applegate Audio out in Beach Grove. And it wasn't a studio in everybody's basement. So to actually do it, you had to really put forth more effort than I think a lot of artists nowadays have to do. So if you got a tape pressed up or a CD pressed up, or you was out there, you know, at all the show, like, it would get to the point we would see the same artists at every opportunity perform. We would all see each other.
And then that's the good thing that I seen so great about Indianapolis is that the venues. You did one, you did another, you did another, you did the same. It's like you flooded Indianapolis venues when you performed. You were talking about the locals, G-Stack. I think a lot of people know who a lot of these people were because, like you said, there was a foundation there set. And these people are still around.
Yeah.
And these people are still doing it.
Yep.
You know, whatever level they made it to. But because we love the industry, because we love the entertainment, we love to entertain, we're still doing something because that's what is in our hearts.
Yep.
Getting paid, maybe not getting paid, maybe helping other people. I mean, I don't know, but we still do it. Catch 22. You know what I mean? It's those names that are heavy hitters when you speak about the Naptown, Indianapolis artists, just as well as Shorti Short Kut. So who else do you recall working with that are here locally?
Oh, I mean, you know, there's like DJ Edge. You know, I ran into him last week at Lafayette Square, and like you said, still doing it. And it's that passion that keeps you going even after you feel like, you know, your time is expired or you can't make it to this level anymore. You still do it. So DJ Edge, Paul Thomas, Billy Bad, Chris Kelly, you know, D Golder. I mean, these cats are still producing music and loving it, and they've always been consistent with it. And those are the people I feel like, and I know I'm leaving out probably a segment, but those are the people I feel like need to be recognized when Indianapolis does become more of a player in the music industry. Because, I mean, you know, we got the Trevor Jacksons and with Tierra Thompson, those people are from here, you know, but it's like there are a lot of other people that really went hard and put in hours of studio time, you know, and those stories need to be told and those people need to be recognized, I feel.